The spring is finally there and it's time for a new bushcraft tour. Today I've planned something special because I want to build a nearly invisible camp with nearly invisible fire. How this works I will show you in this video. So if you want, you can come with me. Welcome back! My name is VanessaBlank from Wild Woman Bushcraft. Let's go! Come here. Let's get some. Bleib ja liegen. Oh, nein! Oh Gott sei Dank. Oh my god, my sleep equipment stopped so close before falling down this hill. If it won't stop there, I have to walk down and grab it. Lucky me. I am so happy that it starts to green again. This here are young beech tree leaves. You can use them like spinach. Cook them, eat them in the salad rare, or eat them as a snack directly like they are. Oh, there was somewhere a spider web. Hopefully the spider is not in my mouth now. But whatever, a little bit of protein is never bad. Hey, psst. Hear that? Can you hear it? It's so joyful, so peaceful. And look at this green. Finally the green came back. I'm always so happy when the green spots in the trees arrive, because all those grey and brown over the winter months, the longer it takes that it starts to get green again, the more depressive I am. I hate this brown and grey season. But hey, now I have green spots around me and can spend beautiful 24 hours here with this beautiful nature music. And here, look at this beautiful white spot. This is a flowering wild cherry tree. How beautiful. Hey, look at this beautiful spot with the stone wall here behind. Wonderful. This is the perfect camp spot. I stay here. Yes, perfect. So, my plan is to create a stealth camp here. That means normally you dig some of the earth out, that you have a very flat camp because your space is now under the ground. But here grow a lot of young trees, and for one night that I've spent here, I will not kill all those young trees. That means I doesn't dig, I just build my camp above the ground, but very flat. Normally I create lean-to shelter, which are like this. Here is a tree or something else, and then here are all those branches. But today I don't have such a high form like I would do it normally, such a tippy form, but in the long way. Today I also have the tippy form, but very flat, so like this. That means I cannot sit, I cannot stand under this camp. I only can lay and sleep under it. When it rains, I have no protection, but that's it. This is what you have to pay for a stealth camp without digging. I sleep tonight in the Bushcraft Bedroll. This is this here. How it looks and how it works I will show you later. And this is also a reason why I let the ground like it is, because I don't want to lay this here inside of the dirt, because I have no sleeping pad with me. This is my sleeping pad and my sleeping bag tonight. So, and now I put out my saw, because for this construction I need a lot of that wood. Silky. The only and the best. Die einzige und die beste. Ha! It is like I called for you. This here is a beech tree branch. Beech tree is extremely hard and stable. This is perfect for my ground construction, because when you have a construction out of wood, there is a lot of weight which the ground construction have to carry. And for this you need extreme stable wood, like this beech tree branch. Come to mama! The kids learn often not enough about the nature which is around them. Because of this, this here is a beech tree. You know the beech tree because it has a very even bark. Sometimes it has moss or sparklers with another color, like here. The leaves of them are growing very late in the spring. This one has no leaves that I can show you, but I eat the leaves at the beginning of the video, and you know how they look. Here is auch Buche. Here is also beech tree. Habt ihr das Geräusch gehört? Das war ein Specht. Did you hear this voice? This was a woodpecker. Kee! Kee! I'm always at the area where I want to create a shelter. There was someone before who made wood, because they always left so much great building wood, like this here. This is pine spruce tree, but look how even this is growing. Perfect for my shelter. And it's also cut at one side. So more work for them, less work for me. On top there are some spruce tree, beech tree leaves growing, but they are too far away that I can show them to you. Up there is a larch tree growing. It's the only needle tree in Germany which lost their needles over the winter. So this is one sign to recognize them. A mandarin or apple would taste so good now, but I always reward myself. Normally I want to do a rest now, but at first I want to build the ground construction of the shelter. That means I work a little bit and then I reward myself with something, like something to eat, or I have a beer today with me. So normally I want to drink the beer in the evening hours, but it's a perfect weather today, and you know, we Bavarians love the beer garden. And this is beer garden weather today, so why I should not drink a beer before the evening? Yes, I will do it definitely, but first I have to work. So, I have 2 branches growing like this. They are for my ground construction. Maybe I cut them with the axe a little bit here, that I can push them more in the ground. And then 2 of them I will lay another branch even. And this is my ground construction. I fix it with this natural garn because I don't want to leave any plastic in the nature like paracord. So this string here is perfect. So I told you the German word. The German word for a smaller string is Garn. Das hier ist ein perfekter Untergrund zum Arbeiten mit der Axt. This here is a perfect for working with the axe. Heike, das ist kein Stocki für dich. This is no branch for you. So. Also, meine Freunde, wir machen das Ganze jetzt so. So, you cannot work with the axe directly in the ground because what you want to create will not work like you want and you lost the sharpness of your axe. So I use this one here. This is like a table. I fixed it with branches at the underside and now I can work on top of this. I love this backpack. This is the Stuben from Fjällräven. They generate the next generation of it, and this is without those cool leather parts. It's not so beautiful like this, but I will put you the link to the Bushcraft and all the other equipment in the video description. So I have here those carry-on stripes, and this is a perfect place for carrying my axe and save space inside of the backpack. Was ist da los? And next you need a branch which is bigger than you, that you can lay under the shelter. This would be perfect because it's stable, it is nearly even, but now I see that there is a cut inside to fix. So I have to search for a new one. Let's get weiter. Okay, das ist eigentlich zu schwer. This one is too heavy. But this here, goes it. So this here is spruce tree. It is softwood. On world not so stable as this beech tree, but I use this here as a scissor tool. The branch length was perfect, so I use it for measuring and it's perfect. So I use this one here. It's not so great like beech tree, but I don't want to search any longer. So I don't have so much to put it inside with my body weight. I have to cheap a little bit and move it inside, and then it will also hold. Normally I could cut one side off and put it inside with a bigger axe in the ground, but with my small tomahawk this is not possible. Eika, hast du jetzt meinen Stock geklaut? Ich glaube, ich spinne. I don't watch my dog for 1 second, and now my work equipment is not there anymore. So I created their hammer out of a beech tree, and then I stay around, had my back to my dog and those branch, and now it's away. Eika, wo ist mein Stock? Wo ist mein Stock? Wo ist mein Stock? Aha. Ja. Nein. Meiner. Kann sie jetzt natürlich nicht verstehen. She can't understand that. Ab. Nase weg. Okay, es funktioniert nicht, wie ich wollte. It doesn't work like I want. Look how she's holding the branch with her feet. That means this is my branch, don't touch it. Not even, nicht gerade. Yeah, I am creating an invisible camp, and then I choose the place at a stone wall like this, and every noise that I'm making come back 10 more louder than it was originally. Oops. But I have to bring this here even. I can't accept it when it's not even, because I am a perfectionist, and being a perfectionist outside is horribly, but this is who I am. And it also brings the anger out. No, it's a joke. Ah, looks better. When I tell you now, on my iPhone, there is a measure instrument where I can see if it's even or not, you will tell me I'm crazy. And yes, you're right. Up there are some ravens fighting. People always know when they see crows that these are ravens, but ravens are much bigger, and the sound of the crow is gra 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 gra, and the sound of the rave is rap 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 rap. In German, the name for them is Rabe, like rap rap, the sound they are making. And now in the springtime, they're always fighting for the best wife. Ground construction is ready, that means time for the beer. Prost auf euch! This insect safety tool here is always a joke. Which bee or something else could not run inside with this one? Now I cover this ground construction with branches here and here. And I try to create it very flat, that it looks like a small hill here at this place of, you know what I mean. It should look like a small hill. And then later I covered it. It should look like it's natural. You mean, so that could mean that you choose to cover needle tree branches, leaves, stones, moss, whatever. It should look like it fits perfectly here in this landscape. And if something fits perfectly here, it's brown old leaves. So I choose them. I use now one branch to check for the perfect size. I don't want to have branches which are here over the top. I want to cut everything that the end of it fits perfectly here to my holding branch. And I have to check that I have enough space for me and the big dog, so I can cut them too short or make them like this, because then it's not invisible and I also have not enough space. So I use this branch here to check how long all the branches should be, and then I use this to measure and cut all the other branches in the same size. What I have to do now is to cover everything with leaves. If I only want to spend a night in the woods with good weather, I don't need a shelter, only when I don't feel safe with something around me. But I don't know if the weather really is stable, so I have to cover it for rain and wind protection. If you have to carry those leaves in your hands, you will stay there forever. You can use as alternative your ticket or a tarp. I have here the mini carpet from DD. It has the size of, it fits inside your pocket because it's so small. And I will use this as a bag for carrying a lot of leaves at once. If I would carry on leaves just like this, it will fall between those branches. And because of this, I am searching for some needle tree branches, like here. And when I use this on top, the leaves won't fall through them. I'm lucky because a few more days and the needle will start to fall down completely. The process just begin. But now I can use them in several days. With this hot weather condition, they will be all fallen. So, perfect time. I already have a good weather and wind protection, but I want to have the same colors as the area around. And here at the ground we doesn't have those needles, we only have brown leaves and some green fresh leaves. So I have to cover it with tons of leaves. Like you see it at the drone scene, it's clearly invisible. Mission complete. And now I have to do the same for the campfire. This here is my sleeping bag and isolation pad at once. It is the Bushcraft Bedroll from Bushcraft Spain. Bushcraft Spain is specialized at natural and back to the roots bushcraft gear like this here. It really looks like it's really from a cowboy. So it's waxed cotton, and inside is also a blanket. This is an extra, it's not inside of the bag as you buy it naked. So, and it has this great leather fixing system. You can carry it in the hand or with this here over your shoulder, or of course you can use the leather fixation to fix it at your backpack or your horse. It is a little bit too big with the blanket inside for the backpack, but you can put it on top or behind the backpack. You can unzip it at both sides. There's a zipper at each side. JKK zipper, very high quality. And this here is the wool blanket, very, very warm. Here is also another zipper. Here you can put an isolation pad inside if you want, or you don't do it like I'm today. And then just cover yourself in the blanket, close the zipper, and you are ready to sleep. You can also just put it at close to the campfire, and this waxed cotton makes the material clearly waterproof, not complete. At some point it will also get wet, but you can stay inside those waxed cotton very, very long in the rain till you get wet. So it's my first time sleeping inside. I'm very looking forward to it. This is the bad part of the invisible Tarp Shelter. Wie ihr sehen könnt, ist das hier der Nachteil an diesem niedrig gehaltenen Tarp. Also ein bisschen gelenkig muss man schon sein. Oh Mann. So, I choose those beech tree branches for another tool, primitive tool, because for my campfire I have to bring all the leaves away because they are very dry and burn very well, and I don't want to start a wood fire. So, and with this here I can remove them all. I hope so. The place is now free from the leaves, and I created now their dakota fire hole. This is an invisible fire. I need two different holes. One for the fireplace and the second one which brings the air to the ground. So I do it only with those primitive tools, only wood. Let's see how it works. It's no joy to do that. I'm glad that I have my gloves with me. My subscriber always write me, oh, you should wear gloves. I hate wearing gloves, but today I'm very lucky that I have them with me. So here inside is the sticky ground covered with a lot of stones, and the stones make it very hard for me because I always can scratch, and then hopefully I can remove some stones and then hand for hand everything outside. I think I can't dig deep enough. My hole is this deep, a little bit more, and normally I need this length from here till here, so 20-30 centimeters. But there are stones covered with clay, and it's so hard to dig there. I'm not sure if I can dig any deeper. So next I dig another hole, which brings the air at the underside of the fire, which makes it burn very sober without a lot of smoke and very hot. So it's going from somewhere from the side in the underground and come out here at one side of the ground of this hole. This is so mean. There is one massive stone, rock at this side. And then I tried from the other side, and there is also a massive rock. Maybe it's the same, I have no idea. But if I can't come under it, all this work was for nothing. I am so angry actually. I try to make the air hole at this side to find out that there is a massive rock that I can't move. So I try to dig from the other side to only find out that there is another stone, maybe the same, that I can't move. So I thought for myself, okay, try another one. So I dig here. I can't dig any deeper. Okay, I tried from the other side. And there is also something in the way, like a rock or something. And only such a little piece is missing, and I can't come through, and I'm so angry actually. I also hurt myself here. I rubbed the skin off. And in survival situation, you had to know when it's time to stop. If you try something and try and it will not work, you had to know when it's time to stop. But I want it. I tried now for 50 minutes. Because I already dig for an hour or maybe also an hour and a half, and it's still not working. So 50 minutes, when I can't finish the hole, then I stop and save my resources and put them in another option. Okay, let's go. Ja! Verdammte Scheiße, Kruzifix, nochmal nein, ich hab's geschafft. I made it. Yes! Ha! Woohoo! At first I prepare the wood. At first I'll need small wood for the beginning, really small wood. And then bigger branches, and also bigger branches. We start from small and go to big. Of course, everything should be very dry. You can put wood in the fire when it burns really well and you have a lot of ember. But for the beginning, it should be very dry. That wood, which is in the air, like here, perfect to the fire, because what is in the air dry faster after the rain and burns better. Needle tree wood is also perfect to start a fire because it includes a lot of resin, and resin is a perfect fire starter. So here's my fire steel. Then I have here tinder wood, and here is dry birch bark, which is a perfect fire starter. And then I have here a piece of bark. Here I start the fire. I just put a desiccant here over my wand because it's completely open now. Ah, it doesn't feel so good. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Da 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 da. 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 So it's time to cook, and because of the Dakota fire hole, I can't just put my pot or pan over the fire because it will make the fire go out. So I have to build a construction. I already prepared it. 2 branches like that, and one which connect them. And over that one I hang my pot. Now you can see why I told you that the flames are nearly invisible, because you can see only a small part of them, because the most part of the flame is under the ground and only a little bit is over it. Normally the rocks behind my camp will bring the fire shine far away, but if somebody walks around here, he only can smell the smoke, but the person doesn't see the fire, which is really great. My dinner for tonight, I have here tomatoes in pieces, and here inside of this lunch bag, which is also from Bushcraft Spain, is a pot which is also from Bushcraft Spain. And look, it's also, it is sharp, no, moment, be sharp, yes, now. Inside of this, no, this bag is also waxed cotton, and look here, this is leather. You can zip it like this, and then we have here this beautiful wooden part. I think it's olive wood, but I'm not sure. And then you can close it. And here are all your food equipment stuffs inside. So, back to the food. I have here this beautiful pot. Inside this paprika, what's the name of this? The German one is Bohne. Bone, I think it's bone. Yeah, kidney bone. Yeah, I think I'm right. Okay, then I have here onion, already cooked rice, and this here is asparagus. So I just cook the bones and the asparagus, and then I put everything else also inside. Very simple food, but I'm very glad about it, because otherwise I will sit there till midnight. Oh, genau. Ach du Scheiße. Was hast du gehört? Gib laut! Gib laut! Was ist los? Was ist los? Komm her! Feini, Poppy. Ja, feini. My food is ready. I made the decision that I doesn't cook everything because I'm not so hungry. So I just have the bones and the asparagus. Maybe I made later the rice. And I was a little bit shocked because I hear something. At the other side is something big falling down, maybe a tree crown or a massive branch. But I doesn't expect this noise because there is no wind. But yeah, I already have it in the video, in the scene, and Aika is also very protective. She was a great personality from the beginning on, and she is very, what is the right word? She always knew when something is wrong. So she's very sensitive and feels everything. If something changes in my mind, she knows it and she feels it. And I was shocked because of this noise, and she was at the second where I had this feeling, she was also active and growling those deep ruff ruff. So she knows everything what happens inside of me, and she's such a great dog. I'm very happy that she's my companion. The fire isn't burning so well today. I don't know why. The wood looks dry and feels dry, but now it isn't burning very well. So I will just enjoy the last few minutes at the campfire for my own and sort out all my thoughts and warm up, because I was doing a live stream for the English channel now, and sitting there at the campfire at the end of the live stream, it was pretty cold, and it's always a bad decision to go cold into your sleeping bag. So after I warm up, I will wash myself a little bit, and then I just slip into my sleeping bag, and I hope I will have a peaceful night. So thank you for joining me. I hope we see us again in the next video, and I wish you a great time. Bye!